join me in welcoming to the stage Dr. Rajinder Dudrah and Mr. Aamir Khan. Thank you.
I was 16 or so when I decided I want to be in the films. And the way it happened is, there's a friend of mine, Aditya, who was in school with me. And he wanted to make a film. He also wanted to be a filmmaker. Or rather, he wanted to be a filmmaker, I did. And he wanted to make a film just to learn about filmmaking and about the craft. And he wanted, me to help him. I was a friend of his. And he didn't have money and he didn't have anyone helping him. So I was actor, spot boy, production assistant, direction assistant, all rolled into one. And I was just helping him do what he wanted to do, really. But going through the experience of the making of that film is what got me excited about cinema. And that's when I knew that this is what I want to do. I mean, if you're counting from the time I was a kid, I don't remember much. But I'd say when I was 18 is when I joined the film industry as an assistant director. And I was working with my uncle, Mr. Nasir Hussain, as an assistant. So I'm 45 now. How many years is that? Anyone good at math? 18, 28, 38. 38, that's 20.
27
yeah.
years.
So I've been in the industry 27 years, of which four of them were as an assistant director. And it's changed a lot. I think, well, first of all, we've begun doing films in one schedule. But that is something that happened as late as 2000, when we did Lagan. Sing Sound has come back. It was existing in the 50s, 40s for sure. These are the two big changes I see. Other than that, I also think that the kind of films we've begun to make is slightly different. I think at that time, there was a certain innocence. I was talking to Shami Kapoor, and we were discussing how things have changed. And often we always go into nostalgia, and we always feel the films of the 50s and 60s were great, and the films we make now are trash. But that's not often true. I think there are a lot of talented people here today as well. But I think, like, for example, the big successful films of today are films like, let's say, Lagan or Three Idiots or Munna Bhai Lage Raho. Now, these are very good films, I think, and at that time you had Mughal-e-Azam or you had Mother India. But I'm saying even the big successes like, Teesri Manzil, for example. You don't see a film like Teesri Manzil being made today. You don't see a film like Yadon Ki Barat being made today. You don't see a film like Tere Ghar Ke Samne being made today. There was a certain innocence in these films. I don't know how to put it. That's the best way I can put it. So you have films made earlier on, which were historicals. You have films made on social issues. Today too, you have films made on social issues and which are grand spectacles, etc. But you somehow, I don't know how to explain it. Am I making sense? I think the innocence is gone somewhere. For me, the period of the 50s and 60s was the golden period. Okay. 50s, I'd say more than 60s, really, of Indian cinema, where you had such amazing talent working together. You had amazing directors, amazing actors, amazing lyric writers, amazing musicians. So in every department, I think you had some really talented people working there. And that kind of diluted a little bit in the 60s, and then 70s, is the start of the decline, I'd say. So late 70s to late 80s is, for me, the worst period of Indian cinema.
They did make white trousers very fashionable.
Yeah. And then I think late 80s is when things began to take a turn again for the better. And I think so it's a process. I think from the late 80s onwards with, for me, I'm not saying this because it's my film, but for me the QSQD, which came in '88, was a turning point. Because it came with is a completely different sensibility to what was happening there. So you had films, the big successes of the 80s are you know, Jala Kar Raak Kar Dunga. But you know, these are films, you know, Disco Dancer was a big success. And these are enjoyable films, no doubt, but and they have a certain sensibility which, you know, when you look at today, you're like, why did I like this, you know, when I was, you know, back then. Like I was saying, I think from the late 80s onwards, there is a change, I think, with, you know, directors like Mansoor or Raj Santoshi, when Raj Santoshi came in with his films, you know, a sensibility kind of, there was a shift in sensibility which has been growing and changing gradually, and I think, you know, around 2000 again, there was a more definite shift towards a certain kind of cinema. If you look at the last few years, the big successes are films which no longer fall into the category of what we conventionally understood as hardcore mainstream cinema. You know, so you had Amar Akbar Anthony, which was a big hit in the 70s. In the 80s, it was Disco Dancer, which was a big hit. In the 90s, it was Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, which was a big hit. And Hum Aapke Hain Kaun is a very, very conservative kind of a film. In this decade, the big hit is 3 Idiots, which is actually breaking a lot of rules in Indian cinema. It's breaking a lot of rules in Indian cinema. Films like Tare Zameen Par, which wouldn't have been considered mainstream, wouldn't have ever been made 10 years back or 15 years back. That goes on to become such a big hit, you know, biggest hit of the year. Films like Rang De Basanti, the style of storytelling, the screenplay, the style of telling. So the sensibility has constantly been changing. I think that the people who are investing don't really care as long as the films make money. So they're not really dictating as to what kind of films, or they're not trying to push it in any direction from, you know, the point of view of aesthetic or something. They just want you to make films that make money. So the big shift is coming from strong talent which comes in with a story to tell, and that talent actually drives a film in a particular direction.